Hi, I'm Robert Reinard.
Cool. What was your childhood like?
Like most childhoods, it had its ups and downs. Uh, I had a pretty good family life. My mother and my sister were really great. Uh, my mother and father divorced when I was about 6 years old, and we moved across the country to California from North Carolina. And we lived with my grandmother. And she had her ups and downs. She was a Jehovah's Witness. So, a really funny thing is that uh, we didn't follow that religion, but we would try and celebrate holidays like Christmas and birthdays, but that's not allowed in the Jehovah's Witnesses. So while we were in her house for Christmas, we would have to set up Christmas on the night of Christmas, go to bed, wake up, do the whole present thing, and then we'd have to take it all down immediately. And it was only like a small, like 3 foot tree. So it had its ups and downs.
What were your siblings like growing up?
My siblings were great. I have one sister and one brother, and I have a stepbrother and a stepsister. Uh, my sister practically helped raise me. She's about 7 years older than I am, and she is incredible and probably is responsible for most of the other things I've learned in my life. Uh, my brother, he has Asperger's, so that came with its challenges. But overall, I think they're pretty great.
Good answer. What is your earliest memory?
I don't think that's a really good question. I don't think I have one that's very good. Sorry.
That's okay.
I'm not trying to ruin the interview.
Uh, where are your parents' families from?
So on my father's side, my father was actually born in Paris. Uh, he's American, but my grandfather, he was in the U.S. Air Force during the time, so he was over in Paris, stationed there when my father was born, and my grandmother on that side is British. So I have a whole slew of aunts and uncles that have the cutest British accents that are just so fun to talk to. And then on my mother's side, it's mostly Californians. My mother is from California, and she pretty much grew up there, and then I met my father there, and she eventually moved out here.
Awesome. Those are what, 3 questions? I don't even know. How would you like to be remembered?
Uh, I'd like to be remembered for the things I've done. I'd like to have an effect on this world, not just exist in it. I don't plan on doing anything super amazing, like saving the world or anything, but I want to make life just even the smallest bit better for people, whether that be through just innovations or even just kindness.
Awesome. If you could interview anyone from your life, living or dead, but not a celebrity, who would it be and why?
I would probably interview my grandfather. He is about 80 years old now, and he was born in Pennsylvania, and then he joined the Air Force, and so he's done a bunch of things. He's gone all around the world. He lived in the UK, and I think that's super interesting. So I'd love to learn some things from him.